Hi, Kyle. Thanks for sitting down with
Of
me
course.
to reflect on our time
Mhm.
in Empower Maryland as Neighborhood Builder awardees. For me, at that time that we were awarded, it was COVID. I was new to my role as Executive Director for Empower Maryland, excited about Empower's mission to drive economic mobility through tech for young people and military veterans here in the Baltimore community and beyond. But tell me, what did that award, Neighborhood Builders Award, mean for you?
Mhm. Well, first, thank you, Kendra, for recognizing me for the Emerging Leader Award. Um, Definitely appreciated the opportunity. I learned a lot, connecting with other leaders across the country. And one of the big takeaways that I took from the entire program was storytelling and a presentation that Andy Goodman had did where he broke down asset-based storytelling and versus deficit-based.
Amazing. So that insight of storytelling, asset-based versus deficit-based storytelling, how did you use that as a recruitment manager?
Yeah, so Andy was specifically talking about storytelling to donors. In my time as during recruitment, I was trying to figure out how I could incorporate that. So during my interviews, I would always, at the end of every interview, kind of give people their story back to them using that asset-based storytelling. So telling them about their accomplishments and achievements and why they would be successful at NPower.
Amazing. There were some other great innovations that came during that time of the Neighborhood Builders Award, and it was really important to have that support as we really sought new ways to not just survive during COVID, but to thrive. And one of the things that became apparent is that we needed to find new ways to serve people who were, experiencing some really challenging things, obviously. So one of the things I know that happened here in Empower, Maryland, and here in Baltimore is that we piloted some new ways to weed people in versus weeding people out, new pathways. Can you tell me a little bit more about that work?
Yes. So during that time, we were offering a 20-week model, but we saw that because of the pandemic, people's lives were changing like that. So we piloted a 2-part model in which it gave our trainees the first 10 weeks to gain skills, get at least one certification. But at that 10-week mark, if they had a life-changing occurrence, they were able to leave the program, and in some cases, they were able to start jobs, tech jobs, support their families faster, and get into the workforce faster.
Awesome. New pathways, more ways to training, more off-ramps to career placement. Another innovation that came out of Maryland during that time, again, recognizing a need in community, the lack of access to internet, the lack of access to devices, but also the lack of access to tech and tech support as we work to bridge the digital divide. And Empower Maryland, I was really involved in that work to create a community help desk in collaboration with some other community partners. And that idea has taken wings and it's expanded here in Baltimore, but also for Empower and other locations across the country. Tell me a little bit more about how Community Help Desk is happening here in Baltimore now.
It's definitely been a hit in the community. Our help desk is completely run by our alumni. So we have 2 apprentices and a coordinator, and residents is completely free. They can call in and get troubleshooting with their devices, or they can come to any of our device clinics, which we host around the city, and they can bring in their devices and we'll fix them on site for free.
Amazing. Thank you, Kyle. It was great to sit down and talk about the impact that we've seen since the time of our Neighborhood Builders Award, and really admire your professional journey, and congratulations now on being Program Director for Empower Maryland.
Of course, thank you, Kendra. Appreciate it.